How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Planet Crafter. Last time we left off, we were going to make a new tree seed, but then I realized I forgot to start the DNA manipulator for the previous one, so that is now ticking away. What I would like to do today, my big goal for the day, hopefully, is to try to reach that tier 3 tree spreader, which I believe is 50 GTI. 49, well, okay, basically 50. 49.5 GTI. So we need 20 more GTI to reach that. We're ticking away at a pretty decent rate, and we're about to boost all of our rates. I'm going to launch a couple rockets. So I think we can hit this. I think we can do it. Let's start with our rockets. Let's just get those going right now so we can really maximize the time that we have the boosted rates for those. I'm going to need a lot of super alloy for this, which I don't have. So let me go put this stuff up here. Just get it out of my inventory and we'll make some super alloy. We do have the rocket engines. I'm not going to say yet again, oh, we don't have any rocket engines, and then go make some. We do have those. So let's head over to, I think I named this Jacobs Valley last time, our aluminum area. And we'll scoop up all of our aluminum and resources over here to make some super alloys. Let's see how many we can get from this. Wow, 3. That's actually pretty good. All right, what are we missing to make more? Looks like magnesium, which we don't have any in there. No, we don't have any in there. All right, so it looks like we're taking the rest of this back with us. We'll pick up some magnesium from storage and make a couple more of those. I might need to bring some magnesium to put in that storage chest over there, because I think that seems to be the thing that we get the least of from those ore extractors. It seems to be the one that we're constantly running out of when we try to make super alloy. Oh, we got a couple in here. That's good. So let's just start with that. So I'll make a few more of these, which turns out to be 1. Now we're missing silicon and we're almost out of titanium. So we'll grab a few more of those. Did I get 3? Yeah, I got 3. We'll see if we can make 3 more. I think we've got enough super alloy to launch 3 rockets. So yeah, we're good now. I took 4 up there, I believe. So we really just needed 2. All right. This is going to be good. I think we're on a good path to reach our tier 3 tree spreader today. So let me grab these 2. I've got the stuff to launch the heat and pressure rocket. Oh no, I need 1 more. Okay. And then for the oxygen rocket, that's the one I always kind of forget. I think it's a bacteria sample, a mutagen, and a tree bark. Which I've almost got all that stuff, because you need almost the same things to make a tree seed. Let's go get the bacteria sample. Also, last time we finally unlocked and built 2 teleporters, which was really big, because it's going to allow us to get around a whole lot easier now. We have no bacteria samples. So that means algae. Let's go get our algae. I think I might go ahead and build another algae generator out here after I launch my rockets. I talked about this a little bit last time. Not for the oxygen or biomass or anything like that. What you get from these is, measly compared to our tree spreaders. But just for the extra algae production, we're using so much of this stuff right now. The bacteria samples, the mutagen, I think it's the fertilizer also takes algae. So we're really burning through a lot of algae right now. let's get our water. It seems like we always end up having to leave 2 water in the water collectors. Alright, for now I'm just going to do this. I'll worry about making more with the rest of the algae later. I just want to get these rockets going. Alright, so as usual, we'll start with the heat and pressure ones, and then we'll do the oxygen rocket afterwards. I want to see what my rates are right now. So heat is at 241,000, pressure is at 191,000, and oxygen is at 3.7 million. It's amazing. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 of those. We'll do all of this. We're still missing one. I forgot one more super alloy. There we go. Now we've got everything we need. Alright, so let's start with heat, which I believe is the iridium. Is it iridium? No, that's uranium. I always think that heat is iridium because iridium is what you use to make heaters. So the fact that that rocket boosts your heat multiplier, but it calls down uranium, kind of confuses me. So there's our pressure one. And then our oxygen multiplier rocket. And now we'll take a look at our improved rates, if the screen will stop shaking long enough. So our heat is now up to 289,000, pressure 229,000, and oxygen 4.2 million. So oxygen's just got a 500,000 boost from that one rocket. That's amazing. And now our overall GTI, it's ticking up a little bit faster. It's not a dramatic difference, but it's good. Okay, so let's go check on our seed. I want to get one more tree seed going before we go do anything else. We'll go check on our food in just a little bit. Okay, good. That is finished. So let's grab one of these. We need a mutagen, which I think, yeah, we got one more of those. And then what are we going to make? I think we'll just go with the seed Tusca. And not forget to click start this time. Awesome. I don't know why I had a seed Pastera. Oh, that's probably what I was going to make next. All right, let's get our food. Oh, it's not quite done. It's not quite done. All right, that's fine. So I think we're going to take our teleporter and go gather some more resources because I want to build some more heaters and drills and tree spreaders, and all those things are going to require super alloy, and they require other resources too, but it's the super alloy that we're really low on. So we'll head to Liz's cave. So good. I love it. I love it. What is in here? And why haven't we looted it? We haven't completely drained it because we don't need that stuff. All right. Let me get my bearings really fast. So we need to go, I think they fixed this so that north is that way now. Yeah. I think that red beacon is the outpost right outside of Oryx Cave where the super alloy is. So we need to go north to get to that. And I think there's not an exit over here, I don't think. Yeah. We need to go out and around. I think if we go up this way, it leads us outside to the area above the, I don't know what to call it, the sand waterfall, this thing. Yeah. And then from here, we can just hop over to Oryx Cave. In fact, I think it might be quicker to just go down this way. Leave all that. Man, we're so good on zeolite. we're passing up all this zeolite, but we just don't need it right now. We've got a lot, and we've also got our drill in Liz's cave now, so we just we're good on zeolite. All right, let me get some water. I'm not getting super low, but we're heading towards an area that doesn't have water, so let's make sure we're topped up. I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking forward to this weekend. I don't have any specific plans, but I just like the weekends. It's been kind of a long work week. All right, let's empty all this stuff out. I'm going to dump all of this except for the magnesium. I'm actually going to take the magnesium back with us, just because that seemed to be kind of the big thing that we were missing to make more super alloy from Jacob's Valley. We'll circle around through Hot Lemon Valley to get our sulfur. When I picked that name for this area, I was just thinking, because it's hot, oh wow, this thing crashed way out here. That's like super far away from where we launched it. I think the meteors actually crash based on where you are when the meteor storm starts, not where you launch the rocket or where you are. Yeah. I don't know if that made any sense because I had trouble saying it. Wherever you are when the meteor storm starts, I think the meteors come down in a certain radius around that point. And so if you like teleport to a completely different area, then you might actually miss a bunch of the meteors, or they're going to crash down somewhere else. Wow, there's tons and tons of meteor debris, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of iridium on the ground. Might have to come back through here in a few minutes after all these rocks have despawned. Alright, so let's get our sulfur. We'll destroy everything else. That's good. And then I'm not going to worry about the osmium or zeolite right now. That's a little bit out of the way, and we're doing pretty good on both osmium and zeolite. We'll grab some of this original iridium from this cave that we haven't picked up yet. We've got room in our inventory. It's so funny to think back to the very beginning where making this trip from the iridium cave, just even to my base right there, I would have needed like half my oxygen to make it back. And now we're like almost out of oxygen. It's like, yeah, oh, that's fine. We can get back. All right, so let's drop that off. Let's go put our super alloy away. Even this much super alloy is probably definitely not enough for what I want to do today. All right, we'll throw that rod in there, and we'll go drop our sulfur off. In here. I'm going to pop out. Well, first let's go back up to our food. This should be done by now. Yeah, for this food that we're growing for the purpose of crafting stuff, I've kind of been talking about maybe upgrading this to our tier 2 food grower so it grows faster. But even though we are checking it more frequently now, I still think it's better to build more food growers rather than trying to build faster food growers. I would rather get more food each time I collect food rather than have to collect food more often, because there's so much to do with this at this point in the game. There's so much that we have to do. We have to stay on top of getting our resources, crafting things, building more equipment to boost our rates. And I just don't want to have to run up there to harvest the food more frequently, which takes time away from doing all this other stuff that we need to do. So I'm okay with it taking a little bit longer for the food to grow and just get more food from it. So I'm going to leave those as the tier 1 food growers that they are right now. We did upgrade the food growers where we're growing beans, which is the food that we're eating. So that way we can always have food to eat. We don't have to worry about waiting a long time for that to grow. Because it didn't seem like the rate at which we were eating food was about the same as at which it was growing. It was kind of hard to really get ahead on our bean production. Also get our tree seeds. We'll put all this stuff away. And speaking of food, probably time to go eat. Let's grab a methane, a bacteria sample, and a sulfur. We'll make a mutagen to get another seed going. Let's grab this seed pastera that we had in our inventory earlier. And we'll kick off the tree seed Aleatus. I don't know where these names came from or what they're supposed to mean. Speaking of food, it's about time for us to eat, so we'll come in here. Yeah, you can see we're starting to get a nice steady supply of beans going now, so that's really nice. Put our uranium away. Oh goodness, we've got so many uranium rods now. I think I may... How are we doing on power? I know we recently built a new fusion generator. And each of those gives us 1625 power. So we're using 400, roughly 400 power above what our new fusion generator requires. I'm wondering if we actually replace that with a couple more tier 2 nuclear reactors. Even though these produce less power, that would allow us to recoup 5 pulsar quartz to allow us to build another teleporter, because we are flush on uranium. We got so much uranium and nothing to do with it. I think I might do that. So let's start by expanding our little area where we're building these things. Start going this way a little bit, because I think we're starting to run out of space on the other side. All right, and I think we're going to need to build a couple of these actually. I want to build 3. Do we have enough? Yeah, we got enough rods to build 3. So there's 1, 2, 3. What else do we need? 9 water, 3 super alloy, and 3 explosive powder. It kind of seems odd to kind of take a step backwards like that, but until we can start making our own pulsar quartz, we kind of have to be very economic in how we use the pulsar quartz that we have right now. So let me get my water from my water collectors outside. These should be about full again. Definitely full. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this should allow us to build 3 more of these nuclear generators. So let's do one. Ooh, these things are so hard to place. Do one there. We can stand to move that over a little bit, but let me go get some more iron to build a couple more of these little girder things. Yeah, we got iron. Wow, there was so much iron in there. It was incredible. Alright, so let's deconstruct this one. Uh-oh. What did we just deconstruct? Oh, interesting. We deconstructed the thing that it was sitting on, which now we can't rebuild. Probably because of the, yeah, because the nuclear reactor's in the way. Let's try this again. Deconstruct nuclear reactor. Build a foundation grid. Let's build this thing back next to the other one, a little bit closer if we can. Placement of these is really odd. Not sure why. No, we can't get any closer, so that's going to be as good as it gets. Hopefully, we can get a second one over here. What is going on with this? Like, it'll let me place it sticking out over the edge, but not... Alright, let me do this. Because I hate hovering in the air while trying to build something. There we go. That's better. That's better. I wonder if we would have better luck with this one now. Nope, it's still just being kind of weird. Oh well, that's fine. Okay, and then we'll build the third one around on the other side after we go get some oxygen. Whoa. Oh no. Our trees are in the way. That's okay, because these are actually kind of really easy to move. We'll just do this. Take that thing out, put it back in. All the trees are gone. And they will start regrowing, but until they regrow, we've got room to build here. That's why my oh no was not very enthusiastic, because it wasn't actually a big deal. Alright, 3 more tier 2 nuclear generators. Look at that, our little nuclear farm is just exploding. Wow, that was a really poor choice of words. Please don't explode our nuclear farm. Now, we can break this down. Let's see how that affected our power output. So we've got 593, which is good, but at the same time, each of these tree spreaders uses 71, so we can plant several more of these. I think we're okay on that. What about our drills? 45, heaters, 51, so we're good. We've got enough energy for a little while, but since we broke that down to make a teleporter, ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. So let's put these away. Our teleporter is going to take a super alloy rod, which is going to take 8 super alloy and 1 aluminum. And then osmium and zeolite, which we've got in spades. Okay. So we can build a third teleporter now. The question is, where do we do it? And I'm thinking in Oryx Cave. Even though we've already got one over there, getting from either Liz's cave or my command center to Oryx Cave is kind of still a little bit of a trek. There's not really anything in that direction that I need to get to right now, other than the Jacob's Valley, which is just right there, and so that's not a huge trek. So I think our third teleporter is going to go in Oryx Cave. And that is going to eat into our lower energy levels quite a bit, but we're still doing good. We're picking up plenty of aluminum. We can build a couple more nuclear reactors. You know what I might do? What I did with my ore extractors, where I built like some solar panels or nuclear generators right there specifically to power that thing. I might do that with these teleporters as well. Just build it's going to take a tier 2 nuclear reactor. That's crazy. A single teleporter uses almost as much energy as outputted by a single tier 2 nuclear reactor. So maybe every teleporter just gets its own nuclear reactor. That's not a bad idea, actually. All right, so we're going to put these teleporters near the outposts, just for kind of safety reasons. We don't want to come out of the teleporter and then have to make our way to outpost. So we'll call this Oryx Cave. And now we have multiple options when we want to teleport somewhere. So we'll do this. We will clear out Oryx Cave again. And then we'll just teleport back to our base. Let's go collect the rest of this uranium, and then I think we'll teleport back to Oryx Cave and build yet another nuclear reactor. And then maybe we move one of the 3 new nuclear reactors that we built over to Liz's cave, rather than building a 5th new nuclear reactor in one episode. First, let's see if we can find any more uranium and especially iridium. I think the iridium may have crashed down closer towards Hot Lemon Valley. No, there's some iridium over here. Wow, I've never seen it that far spread out. That's actually kind of crazy. Still got that little guy, which is really powering these 2 ore extractors, so that's fine. I'm kind of okay leaving energy creators, the solar panels, the nuclear reactors. Even if they only contribute a little bit, they're not taking away from anything to have them. So I'm kind of okay keeping them. It's just going to add more and more energy to what we've got. Alright, let's go empty out this stuff. I don't know why I brought all this stuff with me. Usually I'll destroy it. We're doing great on iron. We were getting super low there for a while. Alright, so that nuclear reactor, we need 1 more explosive powder, 3 uranium rods. That explosive powder is going to take some iridium, which we're running out of at our bio base. So let me take some over there. And then it also takes sulfur, which we've got plenty of. So I'm just going to go ahead and make up a few of these. We'll stick the rest in here along with our iridium. Now we need water. You know, I don't need that much water. I'm only building 1. And so, yeah, we got what we need. Let's go ahead and grab some beans. So yeah, now our beans are growing about as fast as we're eating 1. So the time it takes for us to need to eat another bean, we've regrown 2 beans. So that's really good. Let's do Liz's cave first. I think it'd actually be really cool to have this nuclear reactor in this dark white cave. I'm going to put it kind of right here, right behind the outpost. Which if we ever plan to expand this, then that's going to have to move. But yeah, we're good. Alright, let's head back. We're still pretty far away from the tier 3 tree spreader. We still got 13 more GTI to go. So, let's build some more tree spreaders. Tier 2. First, let's go collect this other iridium and uranium that we had to kind of pass up when our inventory was full. I think we're getting another purple sandstorm. The weather in this game kind of baffles me. I can understand early on the sandstorms that are sort of a orangish red color because like the whole planet's just dust. So that's what you're going to get. But why are we getting purple storms now? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Alright, so what are these tree spreaders going to take? Super alloy, bacteria, fertilizer, zeolite, tree bark. Let's do 3. And everything else is going to come from our bio base. Do we have 3 bacteria samples? We've got 2. So let's go make some more. Using algae from our lake, we're slowly rebuilding our algae supply. I kind of like the uranium that crashes in the lake because it stands out so well. You can really see it from a distance, that bright glow. Got 2 more over here. And then I think I'll also go get the water from my lake water collectors this time. So we use a whole lot of water to make 4 new nuclear reactors. All right, I'll go get the other one. Right, put this stuff away. We'll keep 3. Let's put our water away and our algae. Yeah, we're slowly filling that back up. And then we need some tier 2 fertilizer. We've got the tree bark. Let's check on our fertilizer. We've got the tree seeds. That's good. Let's get another one going. We'll do a seed shenga this time. I don't think, yeah, I'm out of mutagen, so I'm going to need some of this. And go. So what does our tier 2 fertilizer take? It takes opening up a chest instead of trying to make it again. I remember last time I made some fertilizer and then I opened that chest and found a whole bunch that was already there. But I remember this time. Kind of a game of how many times you have to fool yourself before you stop making yourself a fool. We've got 1 tree seed humidora, which is the 150% oxygen modifier, so we'll grab that. And then I'm just going to keep throwing these tier 2 tree spreaders down in this area around my base. Once we get the tier 3 tree spreaders, then I think we can start going out a little bit further, maybe to some other biomes, like maybe up on top of the sand waterfall, maybe out by the Stargate. But for now, all this tier 2 stuff, we'll just kind of keep it close to our base. Because we're going to probably, once we get the tier 3 tree spreaders, we'll start with replacing our tier 1 tree spreaders with tier 3. But then eventually we may have to start replacing some of our tier 2 tree spreaders with the tier 3 ones. Probably just for the resources, not for like power demands or anything. Let's throw this one right here. All right, that should be a nice big boost. I'm still not seeing any appreciable bump to our GTI rate going up. But we are now at 4.8 million O2 per second. And compared to that, the 290,000 heat, 230,000 pressure, and together, those are like 1/8 of what we're getting from oxygen. Let me go up to our command center, take a look at our orbital launch screen, and see how many rockets of each type we've launched. So we've got 8 seed spreader rockets, 6 asteroid, 6 magnetic field, 5 biomass. So there's our multipliers for each of those things. So from here, things are looking really good. I'm liking all the trees, all the greenery around our base. It's looking real good. Let's go check how we're doing on power and maybe throw down a couple more heaters and drills. 435, so we're still doing really good on power. Oh yeah, we built that 4th nuclear reactor, that's why. Alright, so the heater, it's going to be 2 of these, 3 super alloy, and 1 explosive powder, which we've got over in our biolab. The drill I know is going to be 6 super alloy and 3 osmium. And then you know what? I'm going to launch another oxygen rocket. How's this doing? So we've got hydration's getting low. That's fine. We've got our tree seed. Yeah. I'll probably have to make some more super alloy. I think we're about to use up all but 1. So let's go build our heater and our drill first and then launch another rocket. I'm still trying to decide where I want to move all these things. All of our heaters and drills and everything. I kind of want to get them out of this main area. And I'm kind of thinking the Iridium Cave. I think it'd be really cool to have a bunch of heaters and drills in there. But I'm also thinking somewhere more open. So maybe building them, moving them up to the top of the sand waterfall, that new area up there. There's a lot of open space up there. There's also a lot of really big rock formations that might get in the way. So I don't know. We've got 1 super alloy left, and I think I might have 1 more in my chest. Yeah, okay, so we've got the super alloy. And then we've got 1 more rocket engine up here that we haven't used. Alright. Another seed spreader rocket. So we'll get that thing going. And now our oxygen's at 5.4 million per second. I'm starting to see a noticeable increase in our GTI at this point compared to the beginning of the episode. The beginning of the episode, it was like every 3 seconds or so it would go up. Now it's like every 1.5 seconds. So I think we've kind of doubled our overall output, which now that I say that is huge. To double your overall terraformation output in 1 episode in 30 minutes. That's incredible. So I'm thinking this might actually be a good place to wrap it up. I know that this episode is a little bit shorter than some of my more recent ones, but that's because some of my more recent episodes have been a lot longer than I planned for. I really want to try to keep my episodes down to around 35, maybe 40 minutes at the high end. And lately I've been pushing like 50 minutes. So that was never really the plan. Let's do something with some of this eggplant because we're running out of space. I think it's the tier 1 fertilizer. Yeah, algae, eggplant, sulfur. So getting back to around 40 minutes for an episode is kind of getting back to my original goal. So that's fine. All right. So let's top off on water and food. Go take one final look at our rates, and then we'll call it a day. So we only increase our overall GTI by about 11 today, which means we should absolutely, definitely, for certain, hit our tier 3 tree spreader next episode. Even if we didn't touch our rates, just another 40 minutes would get us there. And so the fact that we've almost doubled our rate gains over the course of this episode, we should hit that within the first 15-20 minutes of the next episode. So that's exciting. Really looking forward to that. Our pulsar quartz is so far after that, and the fusion energy cell so much farther past that. But once we can start making these, then we've basically got unlimited power. We can build more teleporters. We can build tons and tons of tree spreaders. So that's going to be huge. So yeah, we'll wrap things up here today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate the feedback I've been getting in the comments. And I'm looking forward to kind of wrapping this episode up, and maybe the next week or so, I think we should be wrapping things up here. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.